Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. Hi
guys, CeeChronicles here. Welcome to the channel. I post fragrance related content and would very much appreciate you subscribing if you like that style of content. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I have 3 fragrances, guys, from the house Fragrance World. Their subsidiary, French Avenue, actually. These fragrances were gifted to me. Eldorado Extrait is going to be the first one, and then we're going to talk about Fierte, and then we're going to talk about this one. This one is Amber Saffron, all right? So I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on what I think of these fragrances, and I have tried them, so it's not first impressions. So we're going to start with Eldorado Extrait. I like the presentation of French Avenue. I feel this is their perhaps the VIP line, if you will, of Fragrance World, because Fragrance World has a lot of fragrances, but when it comes to this and FA Paris, they don't joke. So Eldorado Extrait, guys, this, to be very honest, is not my favorite. It is mineral toned there with a slight fruity feel to it. It's quite leathery, quite masculine to my nose. A little bit, what I'm gonna call waxy, okay, and a little bit metallic as well. This reminds me a lot of that Guinea. It kind of feels like another rendition of Guinea, and Guinea in itself is a fragrance that you either love or hate. It's just entirely up to you. This is going to be favored by, well, men and women, but it's going to be one that appeals mostly to people who like very complex scents, you know, like non-traditional type of scents. It's a fragrance whose notes kind of fuse together, where it's very difficult to pin what's doing what, except for me to give you that explanation that it, you know, gives a mineral chord. Something that feels as though you're smelling, I don't want to call it ice, but you know, say you woke up in the morning and you went to the garden and there's a tap outside and it was very cold the previous night. You know, where you feel when you're smelling that metallic feel of water, like ice, you know, that sort of thing. That's what you get from this fragrance. Yes, it does have some spiciness to it, and very, very faint, if maybe not at all, a sweet feel to it. So some are going to say semi-sweet, but I get barely any sweetness from this fragrance, right? It is that odd DNA that is probably going to have a lot of men decode it better than women will, okay? It is a beast in its own right, but has that lingering effect. Beast in the sense that it's going to last till the next wash, but it's not a fragrance that when you walk into a room, it takes over. If you've used a Guinea, and I do have it in a miniature, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, that it's a fragrance that's going to wrap you up in, of course, you know, that scent, but it's not necessarily going to be one where everybody turns their heads and says, oh, what are you wearing, if you know what I mean, but you're going to carry it through to the next wash, even, you know, with it rising there as you iron your clothes and stuff like that. So quite beastly. The Extrait bit of it is befitting there. It's going to live up to the promise. Not my favorite of the 3. I was gifted 6 actually, and I have spoken about the other ones that come in the liquid brune, okay, liquid brune bottle, those bottles. I have 3 of them. Of the 6, right, of the 6, perhaps I'm going to say this is my least favorite for now. Does have the Guinea-made DNA, does have that lasting power, lives up to the Extrait, but it's just, you know, a DNA that is a little bit weird to my nose. So this is Eldorado Extrait. They didn't cut corners, guys, when it comes to the presentation of this. What you see here is exactly what you're going to get. Very heavy bottle. It does look like an art piece there. The top is metal, and then the atomizer is identical to the Eldorado one. Okay, now as for my thoughts, this is certainly vanilla forward, a softer fragrance. Well, when it comes to these 2, okay, this one is soft, but it's not the sort of soft that I like because it's weird, all right? Now, this is a soft fragrance, this Fierte. It's soft, it's warm, it's spicy, it's vanillic, but this is a sort of fragrance that I like. The DNA in itself is not giving me 100% unique. It's giving me something similar to Baby Cat, and for now, it's a little bit guarded as opposed to some of the renditions of Baby Cat that I have in my collection. This one, it's giving me a safe, unisex, spicy, vanillin feel of a fragrance. That is what I'm getting in this. But yes, it certainly feels 80% similar to that Baby Cat. In fact, now that I have this Fierte, I'm going to bring the Mahashan Gold and the Nael Queen by Arabiette, because that one's also borrowing off that Baby Cat DNA, and then I'm going to do my comparisons. But yes, certainly I like this. This is EDB concentration. Okay, this is not an extrait, it's EDB concentration, quite safe there, but it has some depth. Though it's given me a safe DNA, you know, what I said about this is probably what I would say about this. You know, it's going to linger. It's going to linger lasting till the next wash, but without necessarily bullying anybody's fragrance. And that's exactly what you get from the original Baby Cat. If you use Baby Cat, you will know that it is quite a guarded DNA there, but lingers and lasts enough for the wearer to enjoy. This could also be appropriate for fall and winter, but the, you know, the wafts of the soft wrap up of it could also be one that you can wear whenever you want to wear. So unisex to my nose, and not age specific, this I must say. So in as much as it looks intimidating and all that, this I can certainly see even a youngster being drawn to this fragrance. Is quite nice, really nice. I mean, to do justice to it would be to compare it with the other clones and then let you know my thoughts. But of the three that I have here, before I even talk about the Saffron one, I like this because, you know, I have smelled the Saffron one as well, but we're gonna just smell it together here. So the Saffron one I'm talking about is this one, Ember Saffron. Okay, Ember Saffron. It is also very heavy there. Let's get a tester paper and then I'll tell you my thoughts, you know, on Ember Saffron from, again, French Avenue. Very heavy bottle, this could be a weapon actually, because I mean, if you drop this on your toe, you're probably going to have a swollen toe for a while. Okay, so Ember Saffron to me is all about the oud and the saffron. So if you love saffron, this is going to be very saffron forward fragrance with a woody undertone. This, because it's oudi, it's woody. I could wear this, but if only I had a limited collection, if you know what I mean. It's giving me masculine vibes. It's aromatic, it's fresh, it's herbal. It's giving me a lot of pages, but herbal, fresh, aromatic, okay? Could have a leather, does have the ember as well. And of course that saffron. So the mix of the woods, the oud, the saffron and the woods and the spices make this one, you know, a fragrance. It's going to be a no-brainer for men than it would be for women. But if you have your nose on a lot of fragrances, you'll probably be able to carry this one without a problem. The only con, or the one thing I'm not liking about it, is it's got like a grassy feel to it, aromatic, grassy, that sort of thing. But it strikes me as a standalone. It's not suddenly giving me like, this smells like this, like how I could outright, you know, talk about this one reminding me of Guinea Maid, and of course the Fierte reminding me of Baby Cat. This seems to have a standalone appeal to it, so this could very well be uniquely theirs. This also gives me a DNA that has that potency where it could potentially rubbish other people's fragrances, because this is quite loud. I sprayed the two, and I sprayed this, and this one is the one that's kind of like taking over the scent bubble here. So this one is going to be on the louder side, and this one is going to be for those who don't like DNAs that have been done over and over again, because this one is kind of giving me like a maybe standalone type of a DNA. Aromatic with a faint sweetness is what to expect from Ember Saffron, but definitely saffron forward. Okay, and this I'm going to put at winter. This seems like one that's going to do well, you know, in cooler weather, winter and nights. But of course you wear what you want to wear. So yes, that's what I can say about these ones, guys. In conclusion, they're giving me DNAs that are well made. I'm just trying to see whether this is an EDP or an extrait. This is an EDP. Okay, EDP, and then we have an extrait here. But a soft lingering extrait, lingering in the sense that it's going to last till the next wash, is going to be Eldorado. It's not going to be pushy or heady, that sort of thing. Same thing I get from Fierte, lasting till the next wash. Well blended type of fragrances. And I like this one more than I like these two. And if I have to tell you which one I like from these two, then I'm going to say this one is probably wearable. And this is something that, you know, I may reach for or layer with something, to be very honest. So yeah, that's what I can say about these ones, guys. Great quality though. So yes, if you want to purchase any of these, you could. I think they all go for under $80. C Chronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have these fragrances? Have they been something that you've been eyeing? What's your take on them if you do have them? Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.